What is going on, Pokefans? Welcome back to CCG Castle. In today's video we'll be looking at one quite interesting Fusion Strike deck. So I know that Mew VMAX is probably many players will say the best deck in the format currently, and I will also agree with that. But we have, let's say, a budget version of Mew VMAX. Actually, I even like it more than the Mew VMAX, to be honest, because I was always a huge fan of a rogue strategy decks and rogue decks, and I think that the Dragapult is definitely one of those decks. It's a 150 HP stage 2 Pokemon, it's a Fusion Strike, and it says that for only one Psychic Energy, this attack does 30 damage times the amount of Fusion Strike Pokemons we have in play. So theoretically speaking, we can have up to 6 Pokemons currently in the standard format. In expanded format we can have like 8 plus 1, 9 if we count that Skyfield. So theoretically we can hit for 1 energy for 270 plus this damage in standard format as well in the expanded format, but we're going to focus on just standard format for now, can be significantly increased by Power Tablet. So again, theoretically the maxed output of Dragapult Fusion Strike attack should be and will be 300 damage. On the other hand, we have Meloetta with the Meloetta's Echo that can hit for 70 times the amount of Fusion Strike energy attached to all of our Pokemon, so that damage can be a little bit more and higher, so it can go up to 280 plus 120, so it can be enough for the one-hit knockout against ending. We can hit for up to 400. In order to have consistency, Genesect V with Fusion Strike system is the best possible card for this deck. We can also power up Genesect to use that Technoblast as well to hit for like 210 just in case, as well as Oricorio with that Lesson Zeal ability that actually reduces damage done to our Fusion Strike Pokemons for 20. With the second attack we can also potentially use that. We can put 5 damage counters on our opponent Pokemons any way we like. And that's pretty much it about a Pokemon lineup. So speaking about consistency in this deck plays a lot of search and setup cards. So first things first, this deck plays 3 new copies of Battle VIP Pass. You can only use this card at your turn 1. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemons, put them on your bench, shuffle your deck. If you get this card at your turn 1, you can grab 2 Genesects and you can, set up pretty fast. Additionally, it plays also 3 copies of Fog Crystal. So again, Fog Crystal can help us to search the deck either way for Psychic Basic Pokemon or Psychic Basic Energy, as well as 4 copies of Quick Ball. So we have enough cards. We have actually 10 cards that can help us to search the deck for a Pokemon. So theoretically speaking, we have like 1 into 6. Theoretically speaking, drawing 7 cards and having 10 search cards, at least one of them in theory should be a either way Battle VIP Pass, Quick Ball, or Fog Crystal, which is really good. Again, in addition to that, we have Evolution Incense that can help us to search Dragapult. We also have 4 copies of Cram-o-matic. Another good card. Flip a coin if heads, search your deck for a card, put it in your hand. Again, it's very good because in the turn 2 and so on and so on, we can discard Battle VIP Pass in order to pay a cost for this card. Battle VIP Pass can later be also discarded by a Quick Ball cost. Yeah, with turn 1 Cram-o-matic, heads of the coin flip, you grab yourself 2 Battle VIP Passes, you're setting down 4 cards for basic Pokemons, and that's it. And then we have 1 Ordinary Rod, so we can recycle some Pokemons and energy if we need. We can recycle energies also with the Training Court as well. Also additionally 4 Power Tablets, 4 copies of Rare Candy because we need consistency and somehow to quickly evolve turn 2 into Dragapult so we can start dealing the damage, as well as 2 copies of Switch, 2 Training Cards, 3 copies of Boss, Elesa Sparkle, which is also a new card, which is also a Fusion Strike card, which says you can choose up to 2 Fusion Strike Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, search the deck for a Fusion Strike energy and attach it to that Pokemon and shuffle your deck. It's a very amazing card because in one turn we can attach 3 Fusion Strike energies, and if we already have one, we are good to go with Meloetta for like 280 plus. More depends on how many Power Tablets we can find. 1 copy of Peony. Discard your hand, search your deck for up to 2 training cards, which is also a good card. If you get lucky enough, turn 1, you can even pick yourself a Peony, for example, with Cram-o-matic, and discard the entire hand, grab Peony for 2 Battle VIP passes, set let's say 2 Genesect Dreepy, something like Oricorio or maybe Meloetta, and draw 5 more cards with first Genesect and go on. And also 2 basic Psychic energy cards. So that's the deck list that I will use in today's video. If you already didn't, you can consider subscribing to the channel for more future videos, and also make sure to check ccgcastle.com. Link is provided in my video description, where you can shop and buy all of these cards for your deck. And we're also looking forward to purchase your collection, singles and stuff like that. So yeah, make sure to check the link in the video description. Alright, let's do some game test magic so we can see how potentially this deck can be good. So see you in the game. So it looks like that we have really good opening hand with 2 Dreepies and 1 copy of Genesect V. Additionally, we have Fog Crystal as well. And there are some also other cards like Cram-o-matic and Fog Crystal. So let's go with the Battle VIP Pass for 1 copy of Meloetta and 1 copy of a Genesect. Additionally, I'm gonna go with my Fog Crystal. And we'll grab 1 more Dreepy for the bench. I think that with 2 Genesects, I convert perfect. Let's go with a Training Court as well. Probably my opponent will just play another Stadium card, so it's probably not the best way to start with that Training Court, but it's okay. Additionally, I'm also going to use Fusion Strike for 1 more card, which will in this case be a Switch. And then eventually I will end my turn. So far so good. We have 6 Fusion Strike Pokemons in play, which basically translate into turn 2 180 damage pretty easily with our Dragapult. And we can do that pretty easy because we already have Rare Candy sitting in the hand as well as a Dragapult, so it can definitely be possible to hit our opponent. But this supporter actually disrupt us a little bit, so I'm guessing I'm gonna discard 1 Dreepy as well as a Genesect, so I'm losing 2 Pokemons. That actually hurts a little bit, especially if that's gonna happen more than once. Unfortunately, Duraludon V is a Dragon type this time, and unfortunately for the Dragon types, they don't have weakness anymore, so that's a pretty bad thing. Speaking about bad things, let's see what we can get out of the Evolution Incense. Obviously we can pretty much nothing. Should I maybe take the risk finding another Rare Candy? Let's go. We can try to use Cram-o-matic. Maybe we can flip heads and took that Rare Candy. And with the Rare Candy we can go for something like... Actually, I'm gonna grab myself another Genesect rather than that. I personally feel that Genesect is a much stronger play right now because we can keep going with the draw support. I really want to power up the Meloetta so I can one-hit that Duraludon if it's possible. Hopefully it will be possible. Let's see, how many... we have 2 Fusion Strike energies, so we can definitely do that. So let's go with Elesa Sparkle. So energy here, and energy can go right here. There we go. So right now we have a few energies. 1 can go right here. Then we can go with another Fusion Strike system. Why not? Put another Genesect into play, as well as another copy of Dragapult. Let's simple. We can just use another Fusion Strike system, draw a couple more cards, and pretty much discard that VIP pass because we are definitely not gonna need it. Let's just thin the hand as much as we can, and let's hit for 280 damage with single Meloetta, plus 30 more because we used that Power Tablet, so that's 310 damage in total. So being able to hit for 310 is just amazing. You can even go for higher than that, theoretically for 400 damage. So even Snorlax VMAX with buff betting can be one hit, knock it out. And from here, our opponent can try to disrupt our energies somehow. That's the only way that he can potentially do something to us in this specific matchup. Other than that, there is also a boss's order, so this might just be Intrepid Sword. So, looks like there is energy attachment and Intrepid Sword. So I basically in this situation needs only energy card plus switch, and I can knock the Zacian out. So there is a Cram-o-matic. I can definitely go for switch, but it's priced. So I do have Escape Rope, so I will definitely get out of this position. Then I can play Power Tablet, and actually I need energy still. No energy, just Elesa Sparkle, but we already played all of our energies, so the only thing we can do, we can hit for like 180 damage this turn, and that's pretty much it. Actually 210. I always forget that extra 30 damage. They should, in the future, in the new release of the game, I hope they will actually put somewhere on the screen something like you played Power Tablet, so your attacks are doing 30 more damage. Something like that. That should definitely be good. I know that there's a red arrow in the top right that's showing me what I did, but still. Okay, so my opponent passes the turn with another Intrepid Sword, so it looks like that's just gonna be GG. Yes, it is. So pretty much not the best start from my opponent's side. We managed to knock it out fast with the Meloetta, so we took the game number 1. Let's move on to the game number 2. So we can call something like a heads, and looks like that we are probably not going to start first. Okay, so starting second with potentially Meloetta in the active position, this deck can deal a lot of damage. And unfortunately we don't have still basic Pokemon. And I need to admit that this opening hand was pretty damn good. Only I needed one basic Pokemon. I had Battle VIP Pass plus Quick Ball, so yeah. Oh, there we go. There is a Meloetta. And we also have that Dreepy as well. And the Power Tablet, but 2 rare candies. So we can go with something like Peony turn 1, but if we use Peony, we are not going to be able to power up Meloetta with Elesa Sparkles. So I'm still not quite sure if that's a good and smart decision, especially discarding 2 rare candies. In worst possible scenario, we are playing against Jolteon, so that deck will definitely be faster than we can expect. I can't even use my Fusion Strike system, so the only thing I can do is just use that Peony, otherwise I'm gonna lose the game anyways. So Battle VIP Pass, and I mean energy needs to be attached, I guess. It will probably evolve anyways, so it really doesn't matter, I guess. I'm trying to see if there's something better that I can do except, okay, I can go with 2 Battle VIP Passes, I think. I think that's just fair enough. Okay, so I can grab Oricorio for sure, and I can go with another Dreepy, and I can get myself another copy of that Genesect. So the reason why I decided to go for Oricorio is the fact that the Jolteon can hit for 100 Jolteon VMAX. So at least I can try to preserve Meloetta somehow, because the damage is reduced for 20. So I can avoid my opponent by taking 2 price cards. Let's see, Genesect. There is energy, which should definitely be attached. And I'm gonna attach it onto my Meloetta. Really doesn't matter. My Dragapult only needs 1 energy anyways in order to attack. So that's it. Unfortunately I used a Power Tablet, which I kind of regret, but it's okay. Yeah, if that was a Fusion Strike energy, probably next turn that Jolteon might be knocked out, who knows. Yeah, it probably would, because I have Elesa Sparkle and potentially I might be able to grab another Fusion Strike energy out of my deck. But it's a questionable. Depends on how many energies I have left. So that's the retreat. That this Jolteon can swing for 100 and it can take the knockout against Dreepy. And who knows, maybe if he plays Zigzagoon, it can add 10 more damage. First specifically, he needs to find a Zigzagoon in order to deal extra damage on the bench Dreepy. Otherwise, yeah, this level ball might be for him, or it might be just for another Sobble. It might be even for it might also be for, oh, how in the world, I forget the name, for a oh yeah, it is for the Zigzagoon. For the Drizzile, obviously. I was gonna say for Frogadier. Sometimes I messed up Suicune. Actually, not a Suicune. Sometimes I messed Inteleon with the Frogadier. I don't know why. Inteleon with Greninja. Okay, so they both had similar abilities. While Shuriken was a very powerful ability back in X and Y era, I remember that. I also played a lot that deck as well. And deck also managed to get into finals of the World Championship Series, if I'm not wrong, in the senior division. Okay, so somehow he managed to add that extra damage. He somehow took 2 prize knockouts, so we lost that Meloetta. But it is how it is. Nothing we can do about that. Okay, what we can do, we can try to build up another Genesect. We definitely need another Genesect. Then we can go with a Power Tablet. We definitely wants to take pressure on that Jolteon as well. So let's go with one Elesa Sparkle maybe, or should I first go first let me see what I can get with the Fusion Strike system. Nothing too special, to be honest. Evolution Incense can help me to go through my deck quickly and see how many rare candies I have left too, but I also have 4 energies. The card that I'm looking is Meloetta for sure, but I think I'm just gonna focus on the Dragapult anyways. I already have Dragapult in my hand, so I'm not gonna get any out of that. Let's go with Elesa Sparkle for now. Energies. Another Fusion Strike system. 2. I need desperately to find that rare candy. So far I can't. I'm putting another Genesect into play. So I have 2 more Genesects in order to find a rare candy. Finally there is a rare candy. Also add that Fusion Strike energy as well to my Technoblast Genesect, and I think I'm also gonna do that. Plus I can use another Fusion Strike system, and more than that, I will also grab that energy into my hand. So for now that's gonna be it. So it's 210 damage, so that basically translates into a knockout next turn against that Jolteon. So if my opponent wants to win, he specifically needs to find a way to somehow bring another copy of Jolteon Wii in play and hit for 102 of my Genesects. And then he will have win definitely, but he decided to goes first for a... Okay, he will take knockout against Dreepy on the bench, probably. That's for sure, so that means that he will go down to 3 prize cards, but still I will return the knockout. He will return knockout for me as well. And then what I can do with the Genesect, I can definitely knock the Suicune out, and I can maybe win the game. Who knows? We shall see. It's a definitely tough matchup to play against, no question about that. It all depends. I mean, if I was my opponent, and if I am my opponent, and if I'm playing Water Energies, I would probably just consider hitting the... yeah, but he definitely needs to go for the knockout anyways, because he have 4 prize cards to take anyways. So yeah, I wish I was in a position to evolve somehow my Dragapult. I feel that if I managed to somehow evolve that second Dragapult, I would probably... I still have chance to win this game. But then again, if I go straight away for the knockout against his Suicune with my Genesect, he can return knockout against the Dragapult, for example. And let's get rid of that quick ball and let's see if we can flip heads on the coin flip. Yes, we can. So I can even knock the Suicune out with my Meloetta. I can also knock the Suicune out with the Genesect. Then he will return knockout. Yeah, but that really doesn't matter. I need to take 6 prize cards, so it's really tough. Okay. If I retreats, he knocks me out. I think I made a horrible mistake here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay, it's just late right now. I should definitely try to power up that Meloetta, and then he would need. Anyways, he still knocks me out with the Suicune anyways, so it really doesn't matter. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, never mind. I can take 3 prize card knockout, but other than that, I'm not quite sure how I can get that into my favor. I'm definitely trying to, and I will definitely try to power up, and I will probably power up. Yeah, there's another Jolteon anyways. So I have boss's orders, meaning that I can knock the Jolteon out. Yeah, I can knock the Jolteon out, and then I can go down to like 1 prize card. But I need a lot of resources in order to do that. I need basically Elesa Sparkle and Energy, but I can't use both. So I personally made a mistake by putting that Meloetta this turn into play. Again, Technoblast can knock Suicune out, and he didn't put 2 damage counters with quick shooting. That's interesting. So yeah, Genesect can definitely knock the Suicune out. After I knock the Suicune out, he will just need VMAX, which he will have anyways, and a tool card. And that's still not gonna be enough for the knockout, because this turn he will only take... Yeah, there's a boss's orders as expected, so we are gonna lose our Genesect. And after that Genesect swing, the game is over. I don't have I don't have Reese's stamps, so I can stamp him down to one card. Anyways, he have Drizzile, he have Sobble, he have Pet at the Peak. We are not gonna break the peak anyways. But we lost our Genesect. We lost our Genesect, but we can still return knockout. That's not a problem. But the problem is that Jolteon. The problem is that Jolteon. So what I'm trying to get here is basically, can I even put Dreepy into play? I think I can't. Yeah, if I put him in play, we'll definitely lose. Other than that, Cram-o-matic, I flip the tails, I can Fusion Strike System. Can I be lucky enough to win this game? No, I don't think so. Maybe Oricorio can do something. Nah, it's just too late. We already have enough damage. I can definitely shuffle Genesect plus maybe potentially fresh Meloetta, but still doesn't matter. Still doesn't matter. I should only shuffle one of them. Just a Fog Crystal. So the last Fusion Strike System, just into Switch. Which basically means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I have enough for the knockout anyways. We will have return knockout with the Jolteon for sure. I'm 100% positive to that. It was a close game. That's for sure. I mean, the game was close. I mean, let's be honest. So what my opponent needs, he actually needs few cards. He needs Energy, he needs Jolteon VMAX, and he needs Elemental Badge. Other than that, if he wants to win, he can also just have Inteleon, ping for 20, another Inteleon, ping for 20, scoop up net for Zigzagoon, ping for 10. That's one of the options. Since he already evolved Inteleon, he's definitely trying to find probably a tool plus something like an energy switch. I already see energy switch in his discard pile, so I assume that he might not be able to get that, but he can go with the Raihan. So he can go with a Raihan, so there is energy Search plus Raihan, so he can play Raihan, attach energy from a discard pile to Jolteon, attach energy onto Jolteon with the Raihan and grab himself a Jolteon VMAX, and then he can win the game. But he actually decided just to finish the game with Inteleon Quick Shooting, Waterfall for 70. That's also a good play. No doubt about it. So that's also a good play. So playing versus Jolteon, it's pretty much a nightmare. So my opponent had a pretty good start with 2 Zigzagoons in the early stage of the game. So if we were somehow able to avoid 2 times 100 in the early stage of the game, we would probably win this game at the end. But GG, definitely. I'm pretty pleased by the performance of the deck by itself. I think it's a pretty interesting deck list, no doubt about it. I mean, Genesect V can help a lot with that Fusion Strike system. We can draw some cards. Depends on how many Fusion Strike Pokemons we have in play. On the other hand, Meloetta can hit for tons of damage with that Melodious Echo, as well as Fusion Strike Assault. Dragapult can hit for only 1 energy, plus it have for retreat, and it's good against fighting. It's strong against fighting, and due to the weakness, it should be bad against darkness decks, but hey, it's still 150 HP in the current meta, which is more than enough to be one-hit knocked out anyways by Big Wii and Wii Max Pokemons. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please consider subscribing to the channel for more videos, hit the thumbs up, and let me know in the comments below what you think about it. Till the next time, have a nice day, and we'll see you next time.